Hey guys, it's Tank12 here, or The Friction, however you want to call me. And today we're on the test server. It took me 2 hours to get on this test server. I was in queue to place 40,000, something like that. There was a huge line of players trying to get in here. But it looks like a lot of them have given up, or they have connected, because I am on the test server right now. And yeah, so what's new on the test server and why are so many people interested in this test server? Well, first off, today is a special, or this is a special test server for a lot of people because a new nation has been added to the Techtree, or to the game itself. And this nation is Japan, the Japanese Empire. And you can see they only added medium tanks. They don't have any heavies, TDs, or artillery at all. And yeah, I will do an in-depth review, or at least a preview, because they can always change after the patch. When they release the patch on the normal version of the game, they can always switch that around. So I want to be a little bit careful with what I say in here. But yeah, I'm gonna do a preview to all these tanks, and also they have added a new line of mediums to the Russian tree. There are two new medium tanks in the Russian tree: the Object 432 and the Object 430, both of which are rather high tier. Object 430 is a tier 10, Object 432 is tier 9. And it actually makes a lot of sense, because this Object 416 was the end of the whole entire line, and you could only get to the T54 in the actual game at the moment, and it didn't really make any sense. That's why a lot of people didn't go for the Object 416, and I think it's not a bad tank. It actually should make this tank a lot more popular, because you want to get the Object 430 if you're medium fanatic. I'm gonna do some reviews to these two tanks too, don't worry. And yeah, the test server is up for at least 2 months, I would say. Like always, there are gonna be premium tanks that you can buy in here, but they are not actually available in the game, because the best example for that is the M4A2E4. This is the tank that you get if you pre-ordered to World of Tanks 2 years ago, and you can buy it in here, but you cannot get it in the full game. But don't worry, you're not missing out anything in this tank. It's not really a great tank. If you want to, I can show you some gameplay in it. I'm gonna just buy it, and it's not really any good in my opinion, just as the T14. I really hated that tank and sold it. And you should actually never sell a premium tank. And it looks like I got a premium tank for free. I'm not sure if everybody gets this for free, but I got a T2 light tank, and this tank, actually I don't own it, so I got it for free. So I'm just checking real fast for the public test server what else there is new. A lot of people have been expecting the KV-1S to lose its 122mm gun. It did not happen, I can tell you that already. It's still here. The KV-1S has not been nerfed. And yeah, I'm gonna check the notes, public test notes. Click. 1 second, I just have to check what else has been changed. Some stuff, just the looks of some tanks, like this E50M, changed the gun. It looks even more ridiculous than it looked before. They kind of really ruined the gun now. This tank looks a little bit sad, but still it's a great tank nonetheless. I made a video to this tank because it's one of my favorite tier 10s, also one of my best tank stats that I have. So this patch has added Japanese tanks, a couple new Russian mediums, Other than that, not a big amount of change, but still, I'm really interested in what the Japanese tanks will be like, and that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm gonna get some tank slots. I'm gonna get all the Japanese tanks and all the Russian tanks. Let's do this. Let's see. I can link the my review or preview to the A43 and the A44 in the video description, because I did make a preview or review to these tanks already before this patch. Last patch 8.9, I made a preview to those tanks, and I will check again if it still is the exact same. And as you can see here from the object 416, you can still go over to the T54, but it didn't make a lot of sense to go for a T54 in this tank if you're already on the line from the T44. So yeah, so I'm gonna buy these later on. I'm just gonna unlock all this stuff. If you guys haven't noticed yet, all the test videos that I did, I usually start with the tier 10. Then I'm gonna go down to the tier 9, tier 8, tier 7, tier 6. That is because the most interesting, most definitely, is the tier 10. I don't really care that much about tier 8, tier 6, and tier 7, because it is the tank that really matters. The last tank really matters because you want to get the best, and you want to know how the tier 10 is. Because if you have a great tier 8, tier 9, and tier 7, and you have a really shitty tier 10, I'm not sure if you still want to go for that line. So I hope you guys understand that I'm going to start with the tier 10s. Just going to unlock all that stuff real fast here. Japanese tanks. I'm pretty sure Japanese tanks have paper armor, and by the looks of the tier 10, I can already almost assume that it has almost no armor. Probably a very strong turret, but no gun or no good hull armor. I'm pretty sure about that. And it takes really long to get all this stuff unlocked. In the end, I'm gonna go and try to make a conclusion to how to put all the Japanese tanks together in one bucket, and just to try to tell you how they really all are, all together, how the tech tree is, and if it's worth it. I can also compare it to other nations, most definitely. I will compare it to the Chinese, because those are two Asian countries, and maybe, I'm not sure, the Chinese didn't really have any tanks during World War II. Japanese did have, but not that many, I'm sure of that. And I want to see if both nations have like tanks from other countries that are just developments. Because the Chinese tank tree is really like that. From the beginning, it's like Japanese tank, American tank, French tank, Russian tank, Russian tank, excuse me, Russian tank, Russian tank, and it only starts at tier 7, the Chinese tank line, really. And I want to see how the Japanese tank line goes, because I know the Japanese did have tanks during World War II, but because they are an island state and they don't really need the tanks, they more focused on the their naval units and their air force. I'm pretty sure that some of those tanks are only blueprints or just plans or just paper planes that they built once. And yeah, well, thanks for watching. I'm the test server right now. I unlocked all the tanks just right now. You could see that in this video. I will link all the reviews that I make. I will start with the tier 10 on both sides, the Soviet and the Japanese side, and then I will go down to tier 8, tier 9, tier 8, tier 7, and I hope you guys understand that. And yeah, Well, I will see you guys later. I'm gonna do those videos right now, and yeah, have fun.